Minecraft. I fucking love Minecraft. Even to this day, I wanna play Minecraft. Streams on my Twitch every Sunday, Minecraft. Regardless of that, Minecraft is mostly known for peaceful, fun, relaxing times, building with your friends, having a good time. Wrong. What I knew it for was the most intense survival game ever created. And I'm not talking about the base survival mode. I'm talking about survival games. Survival games is a game mode where basically you're put in a map with 23 other players and you have to, it's battle royale. It's battle royale, it's PUBG. PUBG ripped it off. Wait, no one plays PUBG anymore. Oh, it's Warzone, Fortnite, it's all of that. There's chests scattered around the map. You could team with people. Looking back, Minecraft survival games was the #1 way that I used to make friends online. I would just type in chat, Skype team, and then someone would respond back, what's your Skype? And it would be amazing. I'd team with them. We would lose the game because there's a cheater winning the round. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of, in my opinion, the best Minecraft server of all time that no longer exists, unfortunately. MCSG started in 2012 when the Minecraft survival games map 1 came out. This map was absolutely mid. Looking back, it was kind of a bad map. But when the survival games map dropped for the first time, all of the big Minecraft YouTubers collaborated in one of the most epic YouTube collaborations to date. This website has been around for 20 years at this point, and the peak was in 2012 when we had the Minecraft survival games YouTube event. Regardless of that, the actual MCSG server itself came later when there was a plugin developed that would automatically populate the chests and automatically bring players to deathmatch after enough players had died. This was MCSG Beta 1. You could only play one map. It was just the survival games map. But that wasn't for long, because Survival Games 2 came out. That map was mid. Early on, MCSG wasn't that amazing of a plugin, but it attracted a lot of attention because it was almost like a competitive game. There was a leaderboard, there was a clan system, the website itself had a whole list of servers that you could join. Initially it started out in America, but eventually they expanded to Europe and Australia too. So this became a more worldwide game for everyone to be able to enjoy. Early on, the game was pretty simple, and there were many players rising to the top. They would play non-stop, all day, every day. And I was one of those players. The game was okay, and it had pretty steady growth. It overall was exploding at the same rate that the Minecraft game itself was exploding at the time. Between 2012 and 2013, MCSG amassed a great amount of players. But it only truly exploded after the release of Survival Games 4. If you've watched this channel, you understand that I love Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is the most played PC game on Earth. The map that Counter-Strike is known for is Dust 2. The fact is, Survival Games 4 was the Dust 2 of Minecraft. Survival Games 4, to me, is the best map ever created for Minecraft. The amount of variety and locations, the overall theme of the map, the chest locations, the chest routes. Now, all of a sudden, YouTubers were making YouTube videos about their chest route. This shit was getting real. There was a meta developing for the Minecraft survival games. This shit was intense at this point in time, and this was around the time that I started playing and joining clans. After the release of Survival Games 4 on MCSG, this is what you call, hey Chiquita, damn, why are you barking? I'm trying to talk about Minecraft right now. So MCSG was doing amazing at this point in time. There were recognizable players. There were players that were #1 on the leaderboard, players climbing the leaderboards, players to look out for. There was this guy named Graveyard who was #1, and no one could beat him somehow. He was Swedish, so no one even knew what was going on over there in Europe. This is where commentary YouTube was also at its peak. But you see, when something is as popular as Survival Games was, there's inevitably gonna be competition. Bam! The Hive. Oh my god, I shook the green screen. The Hive! Yo, the Hive was actually a better game mode. I'm not even gonna lie. So basically, what happened early on with the history of MCSG, you had the actual map maker of the survival games game modes, and then you had this guy named Chad. Chad developed the plugin, and he made the plugin to make survival games an automatic game mode. And of course, the map maker, I mean, he was kind of chill with the maps being used. but he wasn't really getting paid like he should have been because the server was popping off. At this point in time, if the server was full, you wouldn't be able to play a game if you didn't pay for the premium spot. It would go like this if you were a free player. Join a server, wait for the last second, get kicked by someone with diamond subscription. Join another server. It's about to start, 1 second left. You get kicked by someone with a gold subscription. Minecraft was really profitable as fuck for server owners. They could charge $10 a month for a membership, and then they would charge $15 or $20 a month for a membership. And each membership would kick the one underneath in order to get a spot in the server. So if you were free, you were basically getting railed from both sides. But even if you had the Iron membership, you would still get kicked sometimes. It was kind of crazy how popular Minecraft was and this game mode at the time. Regardless, with all of this big money, when all you did was develop a plugin to play the server, but we're actually spending months on maps, yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of a rift if we're not getting paid correctly. So we're gonna go off and we're gonna start our own server, the Hive. And we're actually gonna take your old plugin, basically just put a little new coat of paint on it, boom. Competition between the Hive and Minecraft survival games. This is where we started to see the first cracks actually show in Minecraft survival games. You see, as we started to get later on in the year's now 2015, the Hive is getting new and interesting maps regularly. It's got an exclusive Survival Game 6 and Survival Games 7. Survival Game 6 is one of the most underrated survival games maps of all time, that's all I'm saying, but 7 was the one that was overshining it. But never mind that, because you had all of these YouTubers that were playing on MCSG. You had YouTubers like That One Tomahawk, Huahwi, Lovelights. You had so many different YouTubers all just blowing up at this point in time. Some of the YouTubers were even map developers like Lovelights. Lovelights made one of the best maps for survival games at the time. It was Valleyside University. But unfortunately, after this map released, this was the start of the end for the MCSG community. Minecraft survival games started to run into a little bit of a problem that most communities encounter at some point. Players hate change. They just hate it. Anytime you change the server in any kind of way, the player is gonna react in such a way that will either make them bitch and complain or stop playing. But then if you give in to their bitches and complaints, then they'll also stop playing too, because then the game will get stale. Developers have to strike a balance with their players where they innovate on the game but don't change too much so that way their players are still loyal. Every single time they added a map, no community members, no players would want to play this new map. It basically started to turn into a rotation between Valleyside University, Par 72, and SG4. Nothing else. It got so bad, temporarily MCSG would remove SG4, which is, by the way, the best map, and they would add like randomizers to the map vote section. So if you just voted one time for some shit map that no one knows, the map would get randomly selected. The maps that were getting added to the game mode were just bad. They just weren't high quality. We had plenty of great maps, but the thing is that they took a lot of time and they were very, very high quality maps. No one's trying to play Survival Games Japan. I know that shit's been in the game since 2012, but like, bro, we don't want to play that map. And so now MCSG doesn't only have a rift between the map makers, like I said earlier, now it's starting to build a rift between the community. During 2015, this was at the peak of the server, but the cracks were beginning to show. And the fact that recently they just added a bunch of new game modes that also no one is playing is showing that they're dividing their attention between what the players actually want and what they want to start giving the players. Oh, UHC is starting to blow up. Let's add our own UHC. And it's shit. It's not done like how any of the other community servers are doing it. It's just bad. This brings us to the Dark Ages. You see, in 2016, Minecraft got quite the surprise. The worst update of all time, 1.9. You see, with Minecraft, there's updates pretty regularly, but because sometimes these updates are so game-breaking, it will take a little while before the server will update to that next version. So at this time, you could play Minecraft survival games on 1.6, 1.7, and 1.8. The reason being is that even though 1.8 was totally fine, the animations were just better on 1.7. And the reason why people were playing on 1.6 is because some people's computers couldn't run 1.7. 1.9 destroyed most Minecraft PvP servers at this time and destroyed the game itself. You have a bunch of different game modes that are starting to blow up at this time. You have Sky Wars, you have UHC, there's party games on Mineplex, but now the updates are starting to break those game modes. What do you do if you're a PvP server and the PvP update just broke PvP? You don't update. MCSG is now stuck because no one actually even liked 1.8 because it broke all of the animations. But 1.9 will not be compatible with 1.7 or 1.6. So if you want players to be able to play on your server, you have to cut 1.7 and 1.6 and make it so that way the server is just a trash update and an even worse update. This is when MCSG died. And the cracks were starting to show long before this. Cheaters were starting to become more and more rampant. The anti-cheat on MCSG was just garbage. We had other servers like Badline who would ban a cheater within like literally 2 minutes. We had to deal with spin botters literally every game. I was one of them. It took me like 10 wins before I got banned. But MCSG was losing money on the server ever since they added all the game modes that I mentioned before. So now the map developers don't like you. You wasted a bunch of money adding a bunch of game modes that no one plays. And the community sentiment is against you because, well, honestly, Mojang kind of fucked you on that one. I'm not gonna lie, the release of 1.9 killed a lot of servers. But considering how much of a titan you once were, if you had just worked on the cheater problem instead of adding hungry games, then maybe you would actually be able to survive. The reason why I'm making this video is not to dwell on the past and see all of the failures of Chad the DJ and MCSG. It's really to look back at some of the best moments of my life that I'll ever experience. I just gotta give a shout out. Huahwi's Savior montage is one of the best Minecraft montages ever made. The Graveyard versus Huahwi 1v1, another all-time classic. You could tell I was a big fan of Huahwi. Big Boy QG's montages, oh my god. ToxicwasteII, I don't remember what happened to him. I don't know, there must have been some kind of controversy because I remember his name, but like, just a hot dog. This man had 20,000 subscribers, but to me, he had 10 million, and I was every single one of them. And nowadays it's sad because, like I said before, Minecraft really only has the survival game mode and modded. Looking back, it would have been way nicer if we had some more variety. I feel like Minecraft nowadays is so stale because there's really not much else to do. The game keeps adding more content into the base game, but the servers aren't really getting any kind of support that they need. It's sad that I launch Minecraft so infrequently and can never feel like I'm really doing anything. I just run around the world that I built 5 years ago and think, damn, what am I gonna do? And then I leave the world again. It would be nice to have options like I used to. If I didn't want to play Minecraft survival games, I could play UHC. If I didn't want to play UHC, I could mess around on Mineplex with my friends. Now, the game modes that once brought this game to such great heights are all gone. And we're left with a kind of mid sandbox game. Editor Dean here. I forgot to record an outro. I just gotta say, thank you all so much for watching. Grown man cry about Minecraft survival games all these years later. Probably like 4 people are gonna see this video because who even cares about survival games anymore? But if you're one of the 4 people, thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to click one of these videos next to me, like, and subscribe so that way I'm in your algorithm. If you want your comment to be featured at the end of the video like hopefully you're seeing around me, leave a comment down below. Say something funny. I love you guys. Peace.